Okay, let's dive right into this. You ever look at your paycheck and then you look at your actual goals and you just feel this huge gap? Like you're working your tail off, but you just can't seem to close it? Well, today we're going to break down exactly why that is and more importantly, what you can actually do to fix it. You know the feeling, right? It's like you're on a financial treadmill. You're putting in the extra hours, you're taking on more responsibility, and maybe you get that standard 3% annual raise, but at the end of the year, you're pretty much in the same spot. You're just running faster and faster, but the finish line isn't getting any closer. So what if the problem isn't how hard you're running, but the treadmill itself? And that's the absolute core of what we're talking about. See, the issue isn't that you're not working hard enough. The real issue is the system you're working inside of. There is this invisible ceiling on your income, and just working harder, well, that's not going to break you through it. This right here, this is the whole game. A salary is linear. You trade 1 hour of your life for a set number of dollars. Yeah, it's predictable, but it's totally capped. Wealth, though, wealth is exponential. It isn't just earned, it's owned. And because you own it, it can grow all by itself, working for you even when you're off doing something else. And here's the brutal truth. There are only 24 hours in a day. That's it. So if the only tool you have to make money is trading your time, you are always going to hit a wall. You can't just create more time, which means your income has a hard cap built in from day one. So how do we smash through that cap? Well, it all starts with understanding that there are basically two financial worlds people live in. You're either operating in the income layer or you're in the asset layer. And which one you're in, that determines pretty much everything about your financial future. Look, most of us, we start out right here, in the income layer. We're trading our time for money, that money gets taxed right away, and we live on what's left. The source material I was looking at had this brilliant phrase for it. You are an employee of your mood. Just think about that for a second. If you wake up sick or you just don't feel motivated, your income stops. But the wealthy, they play a totally different game. They live in the asset layer, where they focus on ownership, owning things that work for them, 24/7, rain or shine. Man, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Without ownership, you're just playing someone else's game, by their rules. Owning your time, owning a business, owning an asset, that is the only way to escape that ceiling and start writing your own rules. So the big question is, how do we get this ownership? How do we make that jump from the income layer to the asset layer? The answer, my friends, is leverage. This is your escape plan. This is how you get off the treadmill for good. Okay, so what is leverage? It's your force multiplier. It's all about getting way more out for what you put in. Think about it. A farmer with a tractor can do way more in a single day than a farmer with just a horse. We need to find the tractors for our own financial lives. The very first lever is people, labor. And listen, this is not just for big shot CEOs. This could be as simple as hiring a virtual assistant for 5 hours a week to handle your emails or a freelancer to edit your social media clips. The whole goal is to find those tasks that eat up your time but don't require your unique genius, and then you delegate them. That frees you up to do the high-value stuff that actually grows your wealth. All right, lever number 2 is capital, your money. This means you got to make your money start working for you. So instead of buying fancy liabilities, you treat every single dollar like a little soldier that you send out to capture more ground. The source material put it bluntly. You should reinvest profits back into your assets like a psychopath. That's the kind of intense mindset we're talking about. Lever number 3 is code or technology. And this one is absolutely massive in today's world. By using software, AI, and automation, you can build systems that are generating value for you around the clock. This is how you literally make money while you sleep. The system does the work, not you. Fourth up, we've got media. You know, what we're doing right now is a form of media leverage. You create one piece of content, a video, a blog post, whatever, and it can reach thousands, even millions of people. It's like having a salesperson that never sleeps, never gets tired, and works for you 24/7. And the final lever, which might be the most powerful of all, is influence. This is all about building a solid reputation where people know you're the go-to person for a specific thing. When people trust you, when they value what you know, the whole game flips. Seriously, instead of you chasing after opportunities, capital and collaborators start coming directly to you. Okay, that's the theory. But how do you actually start doing this stuff? Let's get practical and talk about the actual steps you can take right now. You do it by climbing something called the value ladder. So most of us start at step 1, right? Selling our time, maybe as a freelancer or an employee. The first big upgrade is to start selling results. So instead of charging by the hour to design a logo, you charge a flat fee for the finished logo itself. But the real end game, the real goal, is to productize. This means turning your skill into a repeatable system. So for example, instead of just designing logos one by one, you create a best-selling online course that teaches thousands of people how to design logos. That course sells over and over without you having to be there personally. And this quote just brilliantly nails it. This is the engine that's going to power your climb up that value ladder. You have to invest in yourself. Your ability to learn new skills, how to manage people, how to use new tech, how to create media, that directly determines how high and how fast you can climb. Now, let's be real, making this kind of shift, it's not just about tactics and strategies. It's about your psychology. It requires a really deep mental shift. You have to go from this comfortable, peacetime, consumer mindset to a super focused, wartime builder's mindset. And that means intense, radical focus. So imagine for the next 12 months, you're on a wartime calendar. Every single hour is judged against a really simple filter. Does this make me money? Does this build a critical skill? Or does this protect my health? If the answer is no, it's a distraction. Cut it. It means being willing to sacrifice that short-term comfort to maybe look stupid to your friends for a little while so you can build a foundation for lifelong freedom. So as we start to wrap this up, I really want you to let this sink in. Your current income, it's not a judgment on you. It is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It is simply a reflection of the tool you've been given to build your financial life with. Trading your time for money is like trying to build a skyscraper's foundation with a tiny spoon. You can work incredibly hard, you can sweat all day, but you're only ever going to make a small hole. But leverage, using people, capital, code, media, influence, that's like someone handing you the keys to a giant excavator. And with the right tool, you can literally move mountains. So it's time to stop digging with that spoon. You now know about the 5 excavators that can build real, actual wealth. So the only question left is the one you see right here. Which one of those levers will you start building this month?